I don't know how.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say I don't know how to start it, but it doesn't matter.
All right, well, welcome to the next episode of the podcast. Yeah. Woo. We were just saying this is like our fifth one in a row. So we're doing good. We're doing well. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode with talking about Marvel.
Yes, it was so fun. So comment if you haven't watched it, then
Back and
do
watch.
that instead of this one because it'll be more interesting.
All right.
Yeah, so let's start off with a life update.
Same as last week. Not much has happened. Except Harry Styles started his tour this week. Obviously in America, not in Australia. Um, so that's all my For You page on TikTok and Instagram and everything has just been videos and photos from the concert, which I'm really not mad at. And yeah, I'm deciding if I want to go and see him in Sydney or in Perth, and I'm kind of tempted to go both. But we'll see. We'll update when I make about that.
Okay. Um, yeah, what's been for me is the same. I got a book. I got a textbook, which I'm so happy about. It was meant to cost me $40, but she gave it to me for free because she felt bad because she didn't give it to me yesterday. So that's very good. And something else happened, and it was like I was going to talk about it, but I've forgotten what it was. But I was driving home and I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast because it's really good. Oh my days. No, I think I was going to talk about my fine because last time I was like, oh, I tried to pay my fine, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I called them again and she was like, yeah, they haven't put any information on. So you're just going to have to wait. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's the same as the stupid insurance. Everyone's like harassing me to do stuff and I'm trying to do it. And then everyone's like, no, you have to just wait until we know what's happening. Because no one knows what happened. I don't even know what happened to this person's car that he has to claim damage. Like there was none. So I think everyone's just confused. But it's gonna work out for the best. Like I'll have to pay 118 dollars, which is literally I thought it was gonna be 200. So that's I'm saving there. And I feel like they should have they might forget about it because they should have done it. Like it's not that hard to put into the system, didn't leave information. Like that's a quick and easy. You don't have to like they did their research by coming and interviewing me. Like
Also,
that was
we have a lot of other things to be doing. Like I know it probably would have like been easy for them if like straight away they just went back and
and did it.
you know.
But also because he wrote in the part amount paid, he wrote the same amount. So they might have just been like, oh, like mistake. Because that'll be on, I'm assuming it's one of those, those, oh no, it's not, never mind. But anyway, they probably scanned it into a computer and then it says amount paid. They probably messed up. But if I have to pay it, I will. If I don't, that's fine. If they give me a notice being like you didn't pay your fine, that's I'll have an issue with that. Um,
But yeah.
Hopefully not. And then yeah, the Allianz guy, he was like, yeah, if they so the max I'll have to pay is 1,400 and something. That's if it's like big damage. But he was like, if it's any less than that, then you just pay how much it costs.
That's not
Hello?
Should I take this out? Because it's like this whole thing is like I don't know what this is coming
If you want to.
and they're all that breaking.
What day is it? It's only Tuesday.
Wednesday.
If you want to.
I was just saying it's Wednesday.
Yeah, I keep getting I don't know, I thought it was Tuesday all day today. I think because I had uni. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so basically this was a big issue and now I'm still rich. So that's fine.
Well, for the moment, unless they
Yeah, because I was gonna buy Splendor tickets, but then I'm like, oh, how much is this costing me? Who knows? Maybe $2,000, maybe zero.
yeah.
So it's a bit awkward.
Hopefully it's on the cheaper end than the expensive end.
Yeah.
I think you're still gonna have to end up paying money.
Well, I just wish I could pay the fine at least, get that over and done with. But she was like, no, you're gonna get a penalty notice and it's different. So I was like, fine. So I'm gonna wait for that. And then Allianz. But it's taken him from April to now to file a complaint.
Yeah.
So, he was like, you didn't like this doesn't have to be done for up to 5 years or something. And so I was like, right, okay then. So he was like, you just have to wait. Because the email, it was like you have to pay in 21 days, same as this fine. or you get whatever. And I was like so confused. And he was like, I don't know why it says that. And same with this girl. She was like, no, I don't know why it says that. Well, it must be for a reason, but go on then, sure. I'll
You don't know why.
whatever.
Fine, sure, that's okay with me. That's
Yeah.
good but annoying.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward, but yeah. I think that's it from my personal life. So the other one that we're going to talk about is the ab challenges or the skipping challenge. Have you done it?
I did do some skipping this morning. I tried to because I found this TikTok of like the easy things for beginner people who are learning to skip. I tried to follow that. I don't know how people skip on a skipping rope like 1 foot. Like I tried it so many times and I just like couldn't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I could
You
skip
just
feet. No, no. I couldn't just jump, but like it wasn't working. Like even if I started with both feet and then just tried to go to one, it like my brain was just like, no, you can't do that. So I gave up on that. I just skipped for with both feet for longer. And tomorrow I'm gonna try and like skip
that's
on
so
one.
weird. So did you not skip as a kid?
No, I did, but I think I only just ever jumped. I don't think I ever like used 1 foot with skipping
That's
rope.
so weird.
Yeah.
I remember in school in like year 3 or 4, we had like skipping class because we had like normal sport and then sometimes we'd have other things. So one time we did like a term of circus skills with like the stuff, and the other time we did like skipping. So we just did a load of skipping, and then everyone was on a skipping hype doing the double dutch and all of that. And I could never do that, but I could do everything else, like the cross and everything, when I'm controlling it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's sick. Wait, you
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say you'll have to teach me, but I just have to jump.
I would, yeah, there's not much I can do. But yeah, no, that's fun. I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna try it. I would like. I feel like, because bro, like when I was on the Central Coast, I didn't think I was skinny then. I just thought I was the same, and then I weighed myself, and I was like, so I've gained like 6 to 9 kilos. I don't know. Yeah, kind of like like 8 kilos. I don't know how because I don't look different.
Mm.
My clothes are just tighter, and I was like, why is that happening? That's strange. I'm the same as I always have been. But you know, apparently not.
About weight gain during lockdown, like I'm not thinking about that. I'm like, I'll just take up skipping and that'll solve all my problems.
Yeah, I'm just trying and focus on getting abs, and I'm never gonna, because I would do like I'd weigh myself, and then like I'd do exercise, and then like the next day I'd weigh myself and it would just go up. Every time I did that, it went up. So I was like, you know what, that's it. I'm not gonna weigh myself. But I'm still, huh?
Muscles heavier than fat, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like I don't think I'm gaining muscles.
Like
Yeah, just from doing like 5 crunches in a day. So,
you might.
but if I was, because when I used to go to the gym, I was still lighter than I am now. So I probably had more muscle then because I was doing like weights, little weights, but it's still
Wait.
it's still weights. And now I'm, so yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try and fix this because you know I've got clothes that I need to wear.
Same.
Like this new skirt that I've ordered in a flipping size extra small. They literally, I don't know why, because extra small is like the default.
Yeah, that's it's
So I can't hear. I did not. It's so done, and I could not hear anything after that. But yeah, it's annoying. Like, because I took it out the cart because I was like, oh, just get this dress instead of a skirt and a top.
Mhm.
But then I was like, oh, I don't like that dress, and I wanted a black skirt, so I added the skirt back, and I took the dress out and just got a black top with it.
Yeah. Dang it.
Now it's extra small. It's like it'll fit, but it'll stretch and be see through. Like I already know that that's what's gonna happen because it's like a ribbed skirt.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah. So
that's okay. Like, look,
I just have to not care about it.
wear it at night, and we're gonna be in a dark place. So
Yes. I did buy it just to go out. Like, so it'll be fine.
That's why I've been buying all of my online purchases. Just
Yeah,
to get out of lockdown if that ever happens.
it has to. Scott wants us out by Christmas. He wants us to be able to go to people's houses. So if Scott wants it, Sydney will do it, because Scott and Gladys are both the only ones together in this. Like how apparently we've been getting all the other states' vaccines and everyone's complaining, which I'd be mad about if I was them. If I was them, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. Like, we need to be vaccinated.
Yeah, and we both are. That's great.
I'm very stressed.
For a long time.
If they let us out and then they say, sorry, you have to have one within 6 months or something, I'm gonna be so mad. They'll be like, oh no, you need your booster shot, and then I won't be able to book it for like 4 months. Oh, no, they can't. Like, that's really mean if they do that to me.
Don't jinx it. Now that you've said it.
Oh, I'll be so mad. Like, if I can't get the booster and I can get the other, like AstraZeneca or something, I'll just do it. I'll just do that. I'll just get both the vaccines. Like, I saw a TikTok of this guy who did that. Like, he had 4 vaccines. Because he booked the Pfizer. He had his Pfizer and then he booked the second one, but it was AstraZeneca. And they were like, oh, this is the wrong one. And he was like, oh, well, I'll get it anyway, because they had it ready. So he got it, and so then he got the second one of both of them. And then everyone was like, you know, you've taken other people's vaccines. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm just trying to protect myself and the people around me. So,
really unfortunate, but funny.
yeah, so yeah, anyway, I'll be really angry anyway. So moving on from that. The Tesla robot, I'm so excited about that.
I'm excited, but also scared, but excited. But I don't
Like,
only from what you've told me though. That's all I know about it.
that's all that I think there is. It's so for anyone that hasn't heard or seen of the Tesla robot, it's basically a robot that Elon Musk has made. It's like AI. It's made to like do boring things. So like groceries, like, I don't know, walking. I probably could walk your little dog if it's little. It can only lift up to 45 pounds, so it's not a lot.
Did you know how
But
much?
it can deadlift 145, I think.
Dang.
I think it can probably deadlift 60 kilos. Like, but it's 5'8", so it's like a little bit shorter than me. It can it can go up to I think 8 kilometers an hour, which, like, I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. If it was like a robot, like a robot, like Wall-E moving at 8, that's fine. It looks like it's a human. It's gonna be running, like that's a running pace. Like, it'll be slow, and yeah, I don't know. It's like, it looks really fun. Like, it can, like, yeah, it could just, like, if you were like, oh, I just want to paint this wall of my house, just get your robot to do it. Done. Like, easy stuff.
Are up to robots being able to do just like household tasks, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everyone's a bit stressed about it. Mom was like, so stressed. She's like, no, this is terrible. It's like AI. It's got some AI neuro something that Elon's made that he was talking about putting into a robot, but now he has. But it says on the website friendly. So, you know, what can go wrong there? I don't know why that needs to be said. Like, that should just be, but it shouldn't have any other settings, but you know, whatever.
They're just trying to comfort people, maybe.
I think so. It's a bit suspicious.
A little bit.
Like, what is it going to change from friendly? That should, like, that should be the only setting. Well, hey, I'm thinking if it's AI, then if you get one, you can like make it like you, because it's intelligent. So it should be able to get to know you, because that way, if they're all told to turn on you, it will have some kind of recollection of you, good times.
Hopefully, have some its AI brain and be like, but I can't.
Yeah, which, it's unlikely. Like if they programmed it, they'd probably just turn the AI part of it off and just make it a killer bot. But I don't know why they'd want to do that. Also, because it's only going to go to the rich people. Because I'm assuming it's not going to be like, or 100 or 1,000. Maybe 100,000, maybe 500,000, maybe a million, probably a million. But I'm assuming eventually they want everyone to have one in their house. Like they kind of did that stuff on Doctor Who. Where everyone would have something in their house. Everyone had like a thing in their ear, and then it made them like electrocuted their brain and turned them into Cybermen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's gonna be the same as that.
Probably. If they give us
Yeah.
wear all the time, we'll just
Yeah.
no thanks.
AirPods. Then they've done it. They're just yeah. I keep when I would like to have it. I feel like it would be like having a friend. Oh my days, the uni stuff. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh, that was very sad.
So depressed. Like, because so I have this class, no one talks. There's about 4 people that talk. And so I was in this discussion group with 2 girls. And first of all, I thought that when I talk in class, everyone's like, oh, wow, she's so outgoing. She talks in class. That's so cool. Turns out, because I was on my phone, so I accidentally swiped up on the Zoom app. So I had to go in, and then I went, and I was talking to Thomas as well, who's the teacher. And he was like, yeah, you having good discussion? Because he like knows me because I talk. And I was like, yeah, no, I tried to talk, but they don't really reply that much. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I went back in and they were laughing. And then one was like, oh, I think she's back. And then it was silent. And I was like, oh my days, are you kidding? So, that's fine.
So sad. Wait, were you halfway through talking when you left?
I don't think so. I don't think I was talking at all.
Okay.
Maybe one of the others was halfway through talking, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Like, because I asked them a question.
Yeah.
Like at the start, I was like, what are we doing? And then one of them explained it. And then I was like, cool. No one talked. So I was like, okay, well, here's what I found. And they were like, where did you find that? And I was like, on this link. And they were like, okay. And then that was it. And then I think I was going to go back to the app, but I closed it instead. So I was like, whatever, no one's talking. And then, yeah, I guess they became friends through that. Whatever, It's fine. I'm friends with Thomas. But then,
No, nothing. Keep going.
I was gonna say, because then when we had to go back from discussion groups and go like into class and say what we found, he just asked those 2 girls, like he didn't ask me. And I was like, oh, they think that I've gone out to him, said these girls are talking, and then gone back in. So that's awkward. I didn't do. If you guys are listening, I didn't do that. Yeah, so it's a bit awkward.
That's really sad. Because I was going to say, if you had been halfway through talking and then closed the app, they might have been like, oh, what the heck, where did she go? And then like when you came back, they're like, oh, she's back. But also, I don't know.
No, it wasn't. It was more like, oh no, I think she's back. Like, when you're talking about someone and you're like, but if you think someone's back, like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Like, because they probably are if you see that on the Zoom. Anyway, whatever. So it's a bit awkward. Yeah, so at least I'm still friends with the teacher. Hope he doesn't hate me.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah, because he knows I'm babysitting. Like, so he's like, won't. He's nice. I like him. Anyway, apparently we have an assessment due next Friday as well. I was like, I didn't know that. I have 2, and then there's this other assessment, and like, it's a group one, and everyone just leaves, and they're like, yeah, we're done, and then they just leave, and I'm like, well, we haven't actually done anything at all since the first time we did stuff, so I'm so confused. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what other class I have. Psychology. Oh my gosh. We have like a 1,500 word report to write, but I don't know what it's about other than that one person was like, it's really hard. You should have started it by now.
You're like, great. Can you tell me what it's about?
Like, yeah, like I don't know what to write. and how to make it sound scientific. Because she was like, if you have done if this is your second semester, do it like this. If it's your first, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm like, so what? Am I going to fail? Because what do you mean I just don't have to do stuff that you have to do? So whatever. I'm gonna try and give them, I don't even know. Anyway, I don't even know what to do. But yeah, we can move on to the topic.
All right, off you go.
Okay, so today we're talking about manifesting, rocks, astrology, tarot cards, all that kind of witchcraft vibes.
That we know about it, like
Yeah.
you don't know that
So
much.
yeah, we know nothing, but so the first question is, do we think it's real? Like star signs?
Okay, I think star signs for the most part are just lucky guesses of like this is usually people born in this time, this is usually how they are, and this is probably the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I do think no, star signs of like people's personality. I do agree with that because it's like you can tell when someone is whatever.
Yeah. But like sometimes you can't, but you can.
Yeah. But then when you find out what it is, you're like, that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's just another way to categorize people and be like, yeah, that's why you act like that because you're an or something like.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I agree. Like, I think, yeah, there must be something about the time of year that people's born. It gives them a vibe. Because I heard something and it was like people born at this time of year have like a heavier because of the way the gravity is. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because then when they're born, they're going to be a heavy baby, but they weren't actually maybe bigger. Anyway, so I was like, that's weird. So maybe like something about just the way that the stars and moon and gravity is makes people weird when they're born and then they are like that for their whole lives. Not weird, but just yeah, different. Because like Silas is a Cancer and he's the most like emotional one of all of us.
Yeah, he's a July Cancer, isn't he?
Yeah, but I thought it was like it is just because like everything changed when we moved to Australia. That's my personal opinion. So Silas and then Atara than me. But like, or you could be like, oh, that's a Cancer, that's a Pisces, and I'm a Gemini. But yeah, I don't know.
Pisces, man.
Pisces, sorry. Pisces. Okay, sorry, it's Pisces. Anyway.
Oh man. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, astrology, yeah. Stones, I'm not sure about that. I've not tried anything. I don't really think it's real. I think it's just like manifesting where it's like, I think this is going to work. And then if it does, you notice it. And if it doesn't, you just have to wait until it does. And then you're like, oh, it worked. And then tarot cards, I'm not sure about that one. Like, again, it's just lucky guessing. Because if it happens, then it's like, yeah, the card said so. But if it doesn't, you'll probably just forget about it. But if something happens that happened in your reading, you're like, oh my days.
They predict.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I like looking at tarot cards.
I love tarot cards, yeah.
I think they're cool and like the idea is cool. But I'm like, I haven't looked into it that much, so I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. So the next question, because I was gonna ask this, but it's the next question anyway. If it's not real, then why is it on my For You page? Like, so obviously, like you see a video, you like it, similar things come up, but they don't read the words of the video. They just go, "This is a tarot card reading." They'll like it. But what if like I get so many readings in a row and it's like they're saying the same thing?
Well,
is that a sign? Like, yeah,
maybe it is. Or maybe your page is just very specific about what it is showing you.
Yeah, because I like astrology stuff because I want to see Gemini stuff, but every video they forget Gemini. And I'm like, well, this isn't what I want. But with the tarot cards, it's like, this is going to happen. I'm like, oh, weird. That's really weird because that has been happening to me. So that's very, yeah.
It'd be interesting to compare to other Geminis and be like, has this stuff been happening to you as well? You know?
Yeah. That's true. Because sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, I don't know. Because if it don't relate to it, I just skip it.
Yeah, that's
If I relate to it, I'm like, oh my days, this is crazy.
like those intuition ones, and they're like, which one am I going to pick? If
I used to be so good at them.
I don't like immediately go, this is the one, then I just scroll past it. Like if I have to sit there and think a bit, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get it wrong. But if like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's going to be that one, and then I get it right, yeah, it's good. If I
I
know,
used they used to come on my For You page, and it'd be like, what color is the rock that I have, and I'd get it like every single time. I was like, my intuition is so good, but I don't know why it's gone downhill. It's gone downhill lately.
it might be going downhill because like I don't know, you haven't been in contact with other people. You know, you've just had your
Maybe.
and like work.
Yeah.
That's why I think your intuition has gone downhill a little.
Hopefully it'll start going up now that I'm babysitting. Like I'm talking, even though he's 2, I'm still, talking to someone. But yeah, okay, interesting. Manifestation. Yeah. So about how manifesting is basically just praying, but it's for people that don't believe in God. Like whenever people do it, like I'm just like, you're literally just praying, but go on then. Like, yeah. It's like everyone, like you always have to, I don't know, that's how people run. Like every religion has like something that you pray to. Like even if they don't, like Buddha, you meditate and think about what you need. Like, it's all like that kind of stuff. So people that don't believe in God, then they manifest and they're like, I'm putting this to the universe, please universe do this for me. It's the same.
Yeah. Not necessarily don't believe in God, but
no, but people that are like, there's no such thing as God will still manifest. And it's like, well, I know you talk to the universe, but
you made the universe.
like, who you think is out there, like aliens or just general atoms will form together to make what you want. I don't know, but yeah, it's
When I read that you'd written that on like the notes for the podcast, I was like, that's very true. That it's just like they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Like there's no difference. You're saying, hey, universe, please can this happen to me? Thank you, and thank you for what you've done for me. Like that's all you're manifesting it. You say it every day, so that, and then you have to work towards it. It's the exact same. Like there's no difference really.
When you're manifesting, it's not like you go, this is going to happen, never think about it again. You're just, of course, you're more subconsciously aware of it, so then subconsciously you're still working towards it. If it's like a money goal or like a life goal kind of thing.
Sometimes I've manifested winning the lottery and it hasn't happened. I haven't entered.
Well, that's probably why it hasn't happened.
Yeah. Because I'm going, I'm like, I'm gonna enter. And then I'm like, bro, they show you the odds. Like, why would you do that? Because now I can't. Like, it's such a waste of money.
Oh man. Like I think you just become more aware of it, and then subconsciously you're like thinking about it.
Yeah. Especially that one that's like, I don't chase, I attract. What's mine will come to me, and whatever. And it's like, yeah, but if you're talking like, so a lot of people do it and they're like, oh, all these boys are now like messaging me and talking to me in the street. And it's like, well, because you think this is going to happen, so you're more confident. You probably just are more confident. You look more approachable. You look better because you're putting effort into, because you're like, this person's going to talk to me, so you put a lot of effort in to look nice. And you probably like look at them a lot and they're like, what, hey, what's up? And then you're like, oh, my manifestation skills. When it's like, nah, they just noticed you because you're making yourself noticeable because you think that they're gonna.
Yeah. I saw when someone was doing one of those manifestations that was like I attract whatever's coming to me, whatever. And then she was like, I've literally been doing this for a week, and then today I met Niall Horan. I'm like, okay, that could just also be like a coincidence that you're in the same spot at the same time.
Like probably.
Anyway.
Like I think about trying it, but then I can't be bothered. Because I'm like, oh, it's a waste of time. Like, because I'm like, it's not real, so it's a waste of time. Like, I want everything to go right, but like manifesting is effort. I don't have to, I don't know. Because you have to remember to do it all the time.
That is true.
Which,
Well, it's the same as praying.
yeah, but that's like at least I'm talking to someone because I talk to myself all the time. So I just include. Whereas manifesting's like you have to take time out to think about what you're saying and focus on a goal. It's a bit more like
Yeah.
you can do stuff yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions on our?
No, it was just saying about manifesting, but we've just talked about it. How you subconsciously think about it and then it happens or you do it because you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we pretty much covered it. If you guys disagree with us, just let us know in the comments. Don't dislike the video. We can dislike it, to be honest. Interact with the video.
Yeah.
Even if you just if you accidentally, it's too late, but if you accidentally clicked on this, just like it. Just comment, just leave a dot. Like
You clicked on it and you listened the whole way through. Just
yeah. Yeah, this episode, to be honest, half of it we're just talking about ourselves. So
okay.
if you just clicked on it and you're like, wow, these people are super interesting, let us know. Thanks for that.
Thanks for that little confidence boost. I like that. Very nice.
COVID update as well. They got a COVID update. We're only on 1,400 cases again.
Mm.
Our highest is 1,600. I don't want to jinx it.
I think we're going to go above that.
I was going to say, I think we're on a decline. I think we kind of hit the peak. We might, like, I don't, because everyone was like, we're going to hit 2,000 cases. I feel as though I just jinxed it. So we'll see the numbers tomorrow. But I was going to say, I think we're going down because it was 1,600, then 1,400, then 200, then 200, then 400. I think we're going down. Like, obviously, it's not going to just, like, we're going, like, I think, because I think with the rate that everyone's getting, it just depends on how much everyone follows the rules.
Yeah.
Because lockdown's been going on long enough that it's like, okay, at this point, so many people are self-isolating and we're locked down that it should be going down. As soon as we get out, though, it's over. Because it's the Delta variant. 100% of the cases are Delta. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Delta variant, because like this vaccine's for the original, not the Delta. So we still get COVID. We just get over it better, which means COVID is going to spread as soon as we're allowed out.
Yeah.
Which, you know, sometimes I feel like government doesn't know that because they seem to like make stupid decisions.
No, but I think this is to help people get the vaccine.
Yeah, but at the start it was just to stop COVID, and they messed it up by waiting until we have 40 cases a day for 3 days.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if you're listening to this and you haven't got vaccinated, go get vaccinated if you can.
Please book in. Like everyone else in my family, their next appointment's in October. Like that's the next one available.
Dang.
So
book in, get your vaccination, get vaccinated. Let's get out of lockdown, please.
We're at 70% one dose.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
And like 40% two dose.
So
that's why we're in lockdown until October, for it to just for everyone's appointments to be for the second dose. And then we'll be like,
hopefully.
Which I just don't think it's gonna happen, but I mean, they've said it and they've said this is definitely happening. So I don't believe them, but I'm hopeful.
I am also hopeful. I also do not believe them, but I have big hopes that it will happen because people.
It's like when they said the restrictions will be eased, and then they said I can sit in the park for an hour with my family that are fully vaccinated. Like, right. That sounds.
I'll just do that in my backyard. Like, why not?
Literally, I can do that in my garden.
Yeah.
Like, oh my days.
Anyway.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. This was such an amazing episode. Bro, like if you're actually watching this right now, like just leave 10 comments. Like just do so many comments. Just you know, send it to everyone you know. Just say, hey, just like this video, skip to the middle, watch for 10 minutes, and then or just have it on mute. Like just have it on and then on mute and then open a new tab and watch the YouTube video you actually want to watch.
Oh man.
Just like, yeah.
I hope you like the shorter-ish episode. We tried to make it
Kind of shorter. I don't think it, yeah.
See you next week. Who knows what we're talking about? We'll decide it next week.
Yeah, we'll decide it next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.